Welcome back to the Art of Crochet blog, and this is square 95, and we've got this luscious orange yarn, and it's joined by the pink and the mauve and the purple. Ooh, so we've got lovely singing colours this week. So to start off, we're going to use this little bit of orange here, and I've done a chain of 5 joined with a slip stitch, and then we're going to do a little cluster flower in the middle there. So we start off with 2 chains and a treble into the middle of the ring. Oh. And then each one separated by a 2 chain. And then we're going to do 2 treble clusters, so first part of the stitch only, twice, and then through all 3. And then 2 chains. So make more clusters and more 2 chains until you've got 8 petals going all the way around. So this is what our little flower looks like so far, and I've joined with a slip stitch and fastened off the orange, and now we're going to join the bright pink, and here it comes. I'm loving all these bright colours. So let's join the pink, and we're going to do more clusters on this row. So in each of those spaces there's going to be two treble clusters separated by 2 chains. So in the first space we do 2 chains and 1 treble in lieu of the first cluster, and then 2 chains and a 2 treble cluster. So through the first part, there we are. Now little bunny's ears, so we're going to do 2 of those in each of these spaces as you go around. So there's our clusters here, 2 treble cluster, and then there's pairs of treble clusters as well. And in one of those 2 chain spaces we're going to join the mauve. Oh, I've left a very short end there. That'll give us a bit more to play with. And on this row it's all about trebles, and each of these spaces is going to have 5 trebles in. So that's a 3 chain and 4 treble in the first one. And there's only into the 2 chain spaces 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we are. So not into that bit in the middle there, but into this next one here. So another 5 in there. And there's no spacer in between your sets of 5. So you just keep going all the way around. So this is round 4, and it's taken me a while to work this one out. So in the end I had to talk to the designer, and she put me right. So you join the yarn to the top of one of these 5 fans that's in the mauve there, and then you do your 3 chain and you join into the little dip in between the fan, and then you do another 2 chain and you go into the top of the fan, and so on until you get all the way around. So you should have 16 loops all together, which is just what you need for the next row. So here I'm in the little dip between the fans, that's the space, and then chain 2 and into this one at the top there. So it doesn't tell you that in the written pattern, you just seem to have to know somehow. There's often that in a pattern, isn't there? That's people who know and people who don't, and I think I was one of the ones that don't know, but you know now because I worked it out. So so there you go, and then a slip stitch into the beginning, and we're ready for row 5. So row 5 is got where all the shaping happens, and we start off with 5 chains and a double treble and 2 trebles into the same space. Now I'm going to do it into this one here. So a double treble. So it gets a bit exciting this row because we've got triple trebles as well. So there we are. So 2 trebles. And then 3 treble in the next 2 loops. Done 2 lots of 3 trebles, and then 2 trebles in the next space, followed by a double treble. That's 2 wraps over of the 2 wraps over the hook, and then a triple treble, 1, 2, 3 wraps over. We don't do many of those, do we? Now that's a bit of excitement, isn't it? Then 1 chain gap, and then we're going to do the whole thing backwards into the next space, which is here. So another triple treble, a double treble, and then 2 trebles. And then we're back to the 3 trebles in each loop for the next side of our square. Here we are at the beginning of the 6th round, and I've joined to the top there with a double crochet, and this round is all half trebles. So we start off with 2 chain and 1 half treble into that corner space, and then a half treble in each of the stitches down the side, and you should have 14 down each side. So keep going with half trebles all the way down the corner. 2 half treble, 2 chain, and another 2 half treble before launching off back down the row again, and 1 half treble in each of the 14 stitches down the side. So there we are, and 2 chain and a slip stitch to finish off, and there we have it. That's square 95. Don't forget to label your squares. Have fun.